Dudley Parker's in motion. Burke takes it and shovels to Jerry Mangum. It's a perfectly timed cutback, and Jerry romps right up to the 7-yard line before he's stopped by Reinhardt, by Ferguson, and Shuffle of the Razorbacks. Burke fakes to Mangum, gives to Dudley Parker. Good blocking, another cutback, and Dudley falls short of pay dirt. Just inches to go. And then Burke rams it over, and it's 14-7. Baylor's in front. Still in the second quarter, and the Bears move again. Jeffrey takes it on the Arkansas 45, goes through center. Hard blocking, hard running, and he's over for the third Baylor score. Halftime tally reads 21-7. After intermission, Arkansas goes to work. Logue is back for a screen pass to Dugan on the Razorback 35-yard line. Dugan finds his advance guard, swings in behind it. The boys from the hills gang up downfield, and Dugan does it. Down the sidelines all the way, 65 yards. And it's Arkansas pulling up, make that score read 21-13 with Baylor still on top. The Razorbacks are set again, but the Bears get stubborn. Wright blocks Shuffle's kick on the Arkansas 35, and in one of its finest afternoons, Baylor still goes strong as the Bears hit the final gun in front by a score of 35-13. A convincing victory for a touchdown-hungry football team. And all set to use some of those free tickets he won, there goes Cecil. Easy, Cecil. Watch it, boy. Hope you got a spare tire somewhere. Sorry, Cecil, but we've got business with the Rice Owls and the Texas Longhorns at Austin. Texas takes the kickoff, and from the looks of things, we're in for an exciting afternoon in Memorial Stadium in Austin. 24 plays later, things begin to get interesting. The Owls are backed up on their own goal line. Stone breaks through to block Wyatt's punt, and the Longhorns break the ice with an automatic two-point safety when the ball rolls out of the end zone. Early in the second quarter on the Rice 41, Campbell gives to Clay for a quick opener at left tackle. Randy heads hard for the sidelines and steps off 28 yards before the Owls bring him down on the 13. That sets up a Texas first down. Ground plays put the Longhorns on the 1, and Clay dives over for the score. Longhorns lead 9-0 when point after is good. Minutes left in the first half. Campbell fades, fakes a time or two on the 50-yard line. Then he fires a long one way downfield to Randy Clay on the 5. Randy grabs it. He goes head over heels, but he hangs on. 3 tries, no results. Texas goes aloft. Campbell pitches, but Froggy Williams does a juggling act that comes in handy. He bounds back out to the 30-yard line just as the first half ends with Texas on top. In the third quarter now, trailing 15-0, the Owls send Billy Burkhalter over left tackle from the Texas 11 to the 1-yard line. Then Glass gives to Wyatt, and he's over. The Owls start nibbling at that Texas lead. That makes it 15-7. Early in the fourth quarter, Rice on the Texas 17. Vernon Glass throws a clean strike to Burkhalter on the 6. Wide open, and he's over. 15-14. Texas still leading. 1 minute, 5 seconds to go. Rice on the 20. Glass fades back. He throws. Burkhalter pulls it in for a good gain. It's first down. A first down for the Owls. Now take a look at that clock. Just 10 seconds to play. A field goal will do it. So here's the payoff. Froggy Williams draws a bead from the 18-yard line. He boots. It's good. Rice 17, Texas 15. Well, 2 points isn't much to spare, but it beats no spare at all. Back to Waco now. The TCU Horned Frogs move in to try and break up Baylor's surge. The Bears are after number 6 in their unbroken victory chain for this season. And Baylor fans are high. We're in the second quarter. Baylor's on its own 30. Burke pegs to Stan Williams on the 40. Williams breaks loose, heads across the field, moves to the Frog 42 before Dan Wilde nails him and brings him down hard. But Baylor keeps on grinding, and this is Baylor's day. Jeffries takes a handoff from Burke, swings wide, drives out of a tackle, and picks up 5 yards to reach the Froggies' 37-yard line. Now here's Baylor on the Frog 30. Burke fades, then fires one right down the middle to Eisen on the 22. Eisen moves by land to the 16 before he's flagged down by Ludiker of TCU. Burke is under. He gets it, shovels to Buddy Parker. Buddy starts a sweep, then cuts back, uses a rumba step, and dances through 4 tacklers for a Baylor touchdown. Bears 13, Frogs nothing. TCU and Lindy Berry try it now on the Frog 35. Lindy winds up and throws a long one that's got Bowles' name on it, but Griffin of Baylor, he has another name for it, and the Frog attack grinds to a stop. Burke and Baylor on their 48. Burke leaps and launches one to J.D. Ison for 8 yards and a first down on the TCU 44. Still typical of the afternoon's play, Burke goes back, takes a long fade for a long, long heave. Way down the field it goes to Jim Jeffrey on the 10-yard line. Jeffrey bounds to the 4 before he's knocked outside. And there's the windup, 40-14 for Baylor. And on this day, Baylor rated high for the conference title. Rating high for the Hard Luck Championship here's, well, you know who. Further down the football road, the Longhorns of Texas have moved in on the SMU Mustangs before better than 75,000 football fans. Right off the bat, we go to the second half. Benners tries a pass behind his own goal. Bill Wilson takes a cut at it. Texas John Adams has it for the first score of the ball game. Texas 6, SMU nothing. SMU fights back. The Ponies are still minus All-American Doak Walker. He's out of action with the flu, and he's watching this game anxiously from the bench. Here's the fourth quarter. The ball's on the Texas 20. SMU elects to strike through the air, and Benners passes to Kyle Rote on the 10. Rote bowls on across, leaving 4 Longhorn tacklers in his wake. The score is 6. And now a breathless moment. Point after touchdown could do it. The Mustangs call on Doak Walker. Can he deliver in the pinch? Doak takes aim. He fires. It sails. And it's good. And the ball game goes 7-6 for the Mustangs in a grade A thriller. Nope. Cecil didn't quite make it. Back to Memorial Stadium at Austin, the Baylor Bears come to visit the Texas Longhorns and get set to do some business on the 50-yard line. Here we are in the second quarter. Burke's the man under. On a delayed buck, Griffin takes it right through center for an even 10-yard jaunt to the Texas 40-yard line and a first down. Dillon takes him in for Texas. Burke still directing traffic. Back to pass this time. It's a fast one down to J.D. Ison on the 30-yard line in Longhorn territory. Burke backs up, but not to pass. Right end, an unusual maneuver. Take a good look in slow motion with the Bear quarterback running the ball. But that surprise move pays off. Baylor on the Texas 17. 3 downs later, Baylor's fourth down chance. Burke's back to pass, gets set, winds up for a long one. It's marked for Williams, but it's too long and out of the end zone. The Baylor drive falls short. The Longhorns go into the passing business with Paul Campbell back to do the pitching. It's a pass to Borneman, a fumble, a free ball. Bud McFadden grabs it, and like a bulldozer, he roars on up the field past the 40, the 50, down on the Baylor 48. That helps set it up for Borneman. Right through center for the touchdown. First score of the ball game, and Texas leads 6-0. The result of a steady drive, some Campbell passes, a short but steady series of gains on the ground. In the fourth quarter, Texas on the 24. Campbell's back to pass, shoots it down the middle to Big Ben Proctor. He's in the clear and over for another Texas score. Clay's kick sends Texas out in front 13-0. Then 5 plays later, the Longhorns on the Baylor 8. Randall Clay moves over left guard, good for 5 to the 3-yard line and within striking distance. 1 play later, Paul Campbell is up under, has a try through the middle, cracks the goal line again. Clay adds the kick, final score, Texas 20, Baylor nothing. Next, College Station. SMU and the Aggies doing battle in one of the season's hotspot games, a game that left the experts talking to themselves. The Mustangs are on the Aggies 8 in the first quarter. Doak Walker pulls a rabbit out of the hat. He circles wide around left end and goes over, but that play didn't count a score. A penalty rubbed it out. Another Mustang try from the Aggie 24. Walker to Champion, to Rote, and he's wide to the right and in the open, all the way down to the 2-yard line where he goes out of bounds. Crowded to the sidelines by the Aggie secondaries. Walker in the tailback position. Takes it for straight power football and over for the first score of the game. Doak's point after makes it 7-0. Still in the first quarter with the Aggies on the Mustang 33. Tidwell takes from Gardemal, slants off left side for the sidelines, picks up speed, leads the parade until he's forced out of bounds on the really loves it. The next week, SMU aims to get revenge against Arkansas, and this time it looks like Cecil will be right there with us. Or will he? You know, Cecil might make it at that. Well, let's hope he does, because we're about to watch a touchdown parade at Dallas with the University of Arkansas finding an SMU team that's really on the uptake, tipping its hand as Milam takes a pass from Walker and sets up a quick score down on the 1-foot line. Leading 6-0 in the first quarter. Doak Walker starts out wide and hands off to Kyle Rote on a reverse. Still going for the sideline. Rote sets up those blockers, then hits downfield. He finds stormy weather, pulls his way for a few extra yards, and finally goes down on the Arkansas 11-yard line. Doak Walker back, takes the ball and moves over right guard behind beautiful blocking across the 5 and over the goal line for a 13-0 count. Now, late in the first quarter, Walker's back to pass. He gets set. He takes good aim. It's a long one downfield to Johnny Champion on the 15. Johnny turns on the speed, and he's over. The Mustangs march on. Arkansas comes back fast in the second half. Parks moves it over from the 5-yard line with a good corkscrew spin and some neat footwork. Arkansas 6, SMU 20. In the fourth quarter, it's Fred Benners pitching for the Mustangs on the Razorback 26. Way down to the end zone, and there Scott of Arkansas makes that catch. Watch his teammates now work along on that blocking. He's back to the 20, out to the 25. Charlie Russell finally snags him and brings him down to arrest the Razorbacks' counter punch. Arkansas on its own 45. Mazzanti gets the handout, rips over right guard, gets away from a pair of ponies. Now watch him scamper to the 30, the 20, the 15, the 10, and he's out of bounds on the 9-yard line. But that's that for the Razorbacks, because the Mustangs hold, then go on the march again. Fred Benners directs the air attack, scores a bullseye to Charlie Russell on the 15. Charlie digs in and crosses the goal line. The final score, 34-6. Now, did Cecil make it? Did Cecil see that game? No, but he's riding hard. And there's hard driving at Fort Worth as SMU ties into the TCU Frogs. Kyle Rote gets the game in a scoring mood with a 40-yard jaunt down the sideline and back across the field again. He's out in the clear and goes all the way to chalk up the first score of the ball game. SMU 7, TCU nothing. The Frogs come back on their own 15-yard line in the second quarter. Lindy Berry passes to George Bowl on the 22. Bowl gets by 1, 2, 3 men, and he's up to the 30, the 40, the 50-yard line, and down into Mustang territory he goes to the 40. Down finally with Bobby Folsom riding his back on the 29-yard line. On the next play, Berry's back again. It's a long, long heave downfield. Watch this catch. Jimmy Hickey holds it in, one of the highlight plays of the season. This ball game's now tied up 7-7. Third quarter, middle of the field, and football's all over the place. It's Lindy Berry, Bowl to Bailey. Bailey wants a triple play and shovels out to Archer. It's razzle-dazzle, and it's good for 20 yards. He's out of bounds on the pony 31. On the 6, single wing to the right. Berry stays on the ground, fakes it right tackle, goes wide, cuts, sidesteps, cuts once again, and ambles right down to the 1-yard line before he's upset. Same single wing, strong to the right. Berry gets it. Watch this one in slow motion. Berry cuts in behind his interference, plows straight ahead, and over he goes. Ludica's kick is good, so it's 14-7 for the Froggies now. Still in the third period, the Mustangs fight back from their own 44. Benners gets set for a long one, tagged for Rusty Russell Jr. on the Frog 20. He's got it in the open and on his way. 56 yards all told for a touchdown. The score reads 14-13. Froggies still leading. Late in the game, Berry sews it up with a toss to Archer, and that's the ball game. 21-13, TCU. The Owls invade TCU territory now and start things off with a Tobin Rote to Froggy Williams pass that nets 31 yards. Froggy's out of bounds on the TCU 14-yard stripe. 2 plays later, Rote takes the snap and hands off to Billy Burkholder for a quick opener at left guard. It's good for the Owls' first score. It's 7-0 Rice. In the second quarter, Rice on the TCU 42. Rote goes back for some aerial work. It's a screen pass to Bobby Lantrip in the flat on the 45. Watson and Murphy roll out that carpet. Bobby storms on downfield to the 10, 20, 30 yards and winds up on the Frog 12-yard line. Burkholder has it over left tackle. He slants away and goes home free for the second Rice count of the day. Williams is on the beam again. It's 14-0 Owls. These Owls are tough on defense, too. That's Berry back to pass. Gets it away. John Kelly intercepts on the 48. Looks for his blockers. Finds a beehive of willing helpers and stings that TCU goal line again. That adds 6 more points to the Rice total. Make it 20 for the Owls. Still 0 for the Frogs. Now for the second half. The one that had Rice rooters calling for first aid and Frog fans going wild with hope. Berry's pass looks good, but backfield in motion, and you'll have to cancel that one. In spread formation, Berry's got control and a change of pace. It's a perfect strike to Johnny Dunn in the end zone, and it counts 6 points. TCU is trailing, but still troublesome. Out of that scramble on a blocked punt comes Wayne Rogers. He soaks it up and holds it 12 yards for another Frog touchdown, a quick one. The score stands Rice 20, TCU 14. TCU still going uphill, but moving strong. Wilde heads forward on a play that clicks. He's out in the open, gets by the first defender, but Rex Proctor corrals him. Sort of a touchdown by just 2 yards. Still time to score. Lindy Berry racing against that clock. He scoots away out wide and over for the tying touchdown, but wait. Bad news for TCU. The Frog backfield was in motion. Time for one more play. Berry tries to throw that tying touchdown over the Rice goal line. Along Proctor again comes rescue, and that's the football game. Rice 20, TCU 14, and the Owls are still undefeated in conference play. The following week, Rice went on to a final victory over Baylor to add the South Conference Championship to its laurels. And then, on New Year's Day, everybody, or rather those who could buy or win tickets, headed for Cotton Bowl in Dallas to watch Rice do the honors for the Southwest Conference against those champs of the Southeast Conference, the North Carolina Tar Heels. It's a little damp in Dallas, but a capacity crowd of 75,349 people headed for the gates of Cotton Bowl long before game time. All in good spirits, all ready for action again, and Cecil, boy, is he ready. While Cecil begins to get a little rugged in his action, the Owls go into action, too, with a quick surprise because Rote, with a minus 57-yard average in his personal running attack for the season, picks up beautiful interference right down the sideline and goes to the North Carolina 29. Now Rote's waiting. He takes, fades back, and fires a long one to All-American Froggy Williams. He grabs it with a man on his back and goes down on the Tar Heel 15 for another first. But the boys from Carolina rally their defense and take a long shot of their own. Choo-Choo Justice goes way over to the far sideline. He gambles for a score. It's a long one aimed at Clements down in the end zone, but it's over his head and incomplete. Now it's Wyatt in motion for Rice on the Rice 41. Rote gives to Lantrip. Bobby explodes for 5, 10, 15 yards to the North Carolina 44. Another first down. In the second quarter, with still no score between these postseason rivals, Rote drops back for a screen pass, throws to Burkholder. Watson, Swars, and Wyman barge in to clear the way down the sidelines to the 30, to the 20, down to the 10. A big 3-yard leap, and he's over. Rice leads 6-0. Williams' kick makes it 7-0 Rice. Glass calling signals for Rice now. The Owls move on at the Carolina 23. Glass fakes, gives to Burkholder. Billy finds an opening all set with left tackle, then twists and turns down to the 7-yard line. First and goal to go, so Glass calls for power. Lantrip blasts the middle, and he's over. A point by Froggy Williams, and Rice leads 14-0. Tar Heels start an attack from their 28-yard line. Justice fades to pass, and it's a trap play. It works. Choo-Choo finds a big hole and drops to the 30, the 35, the 40. He's down on the 45-yard line, but you can't gain on that clock, and it's halftime. And as always, halftime ceremonies are really something to see. For those that have a seat, that is. At least Rice and Carolina are still in this game. The Owls on their 23. Rote back with a fake pass to set a trap, and Bobby Lantrip powers down the middle, surging on a crest of a big wave of interference to the Rice 41. First down for Rice on Carolina 17 now. Rote's under. Rote keeps and fades for a pass. Gets it off to Froggy, who's wide open. Williams snares it and goes for the sideline. Stays inside all the way, just brushes that flag. Another touchdown for the Owls, and they lead 21-0 after Froggy adds another point. Into the fourth quarter, Carolina's ball with Justice back. Hayes gets the ball. He's fading for a pass, gets it away. A long one aimed at Weiner, and Proctor intercepts. Weiner hits him, and Proctor shovels that ball over to Riley, and he's off to the sidelines to the 30, the 25, the 20. He's brought down on the 15-yard line by Bobby Gant. 1st and 10 for the Owls. Glass calling for a Rice trick now. It's a fake, a short shot to Burkholder. He cuts in, the blocking's good, and Billy spins and staggers on across for Owl touchdown number 4. Rice leads 27-0. Mixing ground and air strategy, the Tar Heels stage a comeback. It's a pass, Justice to Rizzo on the 4-yard line, and he's untouched as he moves across for the first Carolina score. 27-6 is that tally. Not more than a minute to play. Tar Heels threaten again. Justice is back, takes that snap, cuts, feints, he flips that ball away from him, and you'll have to take our word for it. Rizzo got that ball on the bounce, and out of the confusion, he's over for a North Carolina score. A good kick and the final tally. Rice 27, North Carolina 13. What a wind-up for the Southwest Conference and its champs. Come on, Cecil, cheer up, boy. Maybe you'll make it to a game in 50.